What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Invest in Myself. So you see I just trimmed the beard. Really, I don't know why I did it. I guess the quarantine just got me bored just doing stuff. So, hey, it is what it is. But today is a special episode. I recently got my first client and I'm working with him to pay down all of his debts. So I'll be giving a video breaking down the first 4 months of what me and the client are going to do in regards to Velocity Banking. So within these 4 months, my client has 4 credit cards which total about $1,800, and he has a cash flow of about $300 per month. So with the Velocity Banking strategy, we will be able to pay down all 4 of those credit cards in 4 months with little to no interest. And before we get started, go ahead and smash that like button, that subscribe button. Help me reach a higher audience here. So let's get started on the board. We will be Velocity Banking in the Sunshine State today. All right, so we're gonna get straight into it. Let's give you guys the financial breakdown of my client here. So he has an income of about $3,500. His expenses are around $3,200. Cash flow just a little under $300 per month. Now, the debt that he's trying to pay off are his 4 credit cards. So credit card 1 has $740. His limit on the card is $750, and it's a 26% interest rate. Card number 2, he has $250 with a 30% interest rate. Card 3, he has $370 out of the 500 credit limit, 12% interest rate, and then card 4 is $369 out of the 500 limit, 24% interest rate. Now we're going to be using Velocity Banking with his credit cards to pay his credit cards down. So the expenses he needs to pay in cash once he gets his $3,500 for that month will be the rent and his loans. So the rent is $1,500, the loans is $815, totaling $2,315 that he would have to pay in cash. Now the expenses of what he will be paying on his credit cards will be the internet, electric, daycare, car insurance, car loan, and gas. This will be totaling $746 that he would be paying on his credit card. Now all this might sound confusing, but we're going to be giving the month-to-month breakdown here. All right, so let's get to it here. So we're on month 1, and we started in the month of April here. So on month 1, remember his income is $3,500, $11.28 for the month. So what he's going to do, remember, for the cash that he gets out of his $3,511, he's going to pay his rent and he's going to pay his loans. So that's going to total $2,315 of his cash that he gets monthly. The remainder of that amount will be $1,196.28. He will put that cash onto his credit cards. So he's going to be putting it on credit card 2. Credit card 2 has $250 on it. So he would put $250. Now the minimum payment for the credit card was $29. So that frees up cash flow of $29 because he paid his credit card off in full and we avoided interest. He's going to do that the same with credit card 3. So credit card 3 had $370. He's going to put that on there. It's going to free up some cash flow and save him interest because he paid the card off in full. Credit card 4, he's going to do the same thing, $369 to pay it off in full. It's going to free up $25 of cash flow for him. Now credit card 1, it had $740 on there. We cannot pay off the full amount of credit card 1, so we will be having a little interest applied to there. But we're going to put $207.28 so it minimalizes the interest that he is paying on there. Now, once he puts that $1,196.28 on his credit cards, remember he paid 3 of them off, so he's avoiding all interest for those 3 cards and freed up cash flow. He's going to pay his expenses, $746. The expenses are all right there. He's going to pay it off with his credit card. he's strategically going to use credit card number 3. Since credit card number 3 is paid off in full, credit card number 3 has a limit of $500. He's going to max that credit card out to the $500 limit, meaning that he would have $246 left. So he will use credit card number 4 to pay off the rest of his expenses. So $246 for credit card number 4. Now what this does, it leaves my client with credit card number 2 paid in full. So at the end of the month, this is how it's looking for his credit card balance. Credit card 2 is paid in full. Credit card 3 has $500 because we had to pay the expenses. Credit card 4 has $246 because we had to pay the additional expenses on there. And then credit card 1, remember it had a balance of $740. It's going to be $532 because we put $206 on there. There'll be a little bit of interest that will be applied on there as well too. All right, so we're going to move on to month 2, and we're going to be doing the same thing that we did for month 1. So let's jump in. So month 2, right here, we're going to pretty much be doing the same thing. So he's going to have to pay cash out of his $35.11. He's going to pay his rent and his loans pure cash, the $23.15. He's going to have that $1196.28 left, and he's going to put that money onto his credit cards. So since credit card 2, remember month 1's paid off in full, we don't even have to worry about that. So we're on credit card 3. It had a balance of $500 because we had to max it out using our expenses and putting it onto that credit card. So we're going to pay that off in full, the $500. Then we're going to pay credit card 4 off in full, the $246. That was the remainder of the expenses, and that is going to free up cash flow. So it's going to free up $25 because that was the minimum payment that he had to make on his credit card, and $25 for the other credit card. The rest of the money, we're going to put $450.28 onto credit card 1. So the balance will be $82.44. Remember, we started at $740. So now we have reduced the interest a lot. So 3 and 4, he's paying no interest because he paid it off in full for that month. Credit card 2 is already paid off. And credit card 1, we have minimized the interest by putting the rest of our money on there and having a balance of only $82.44. So now, pretty much he's going to do the same thing. He's going to pay his expenses with his credit card. So what I want him to do is use credit card 3 again. So he's going to max out credit card 3 to $500 because remember, credit card 3 has a max limit of $500. Then he's going to use credit card 1 to pay the remainder of his expenses, $246, because his total expense is $746. What this does at the end of the month, it leaves us with another credit card paid off. Since we only use 3 and 4, or 3 and 1, credit card 4 is paid off. So this is how it looks. Credit card balance as of the end of month 2. Credit card 2 is paid in full. Credit card 4 is paid in full. Credit card 3 has the $500 balance. Credit card 1 has $328.44 because we used $246 and it had that balance of $82.44 on there. So now we're going to be moving to month 3 to pay off another credit card. We are knocking these out. So remember, we're going to have to pay our rent and the loans with our cash from our income of $35.11. So that equals the $23.15. Then next step, we're going to apply $11.96 and we're going to put it onto the remainder of our credit cards. So credit card number 3, we're going to put the $500 on there. Remember, we had to charge all expenses on there. And credit card 1, we're going to apply $328.44. Since we have paid it in full, we have avoided interest yet again. And we have freed up cash flow, $25 each card, so $50. So we're gonna have some cash left over because we had $1196.28 and we've only put about a little over $800. So we're gonna have $367.84 left in cash. What we're first going to do, we're going to pay the $367.84 with cash for our expenses. So remember, our expenses $746. So once we put that $364.84 in there, we're going to have a remainder balance of $378.16. We're only going to use that to pay it off with credit card number 1. So at the end of this month, our credit card balances, we have credit card 2 paid off in full, credit card 3 paid off in full now because we didn't have to use anything in regards to paying our expenses. Credit card number 4 is paid off as well. And we have credit card number 1 has $378.16. Remember, we had to use our credit card to pay our expenses, but we avoided interest on there. So this is not accruing any type of interest. So now we're on the last month, month 4, and we're pretty much going to be doing the same thing yet again, right? So we're going to have to pay our rent and our loans. That's going to be the $23.15 that we have to pay. The cash left over that we have will be $1196.28. And only credit card that we have is credit card 1. So we're going to pay $378.16. It's going to free us up $25 of cash flow. We avoided interest because we paid the card off in full. So the cash left over that we have from the $1196, because we put $378 in, we'll have $818.12. Now we're going to pay all our expenses with our cash. Our cash is over our expenses. So since the cash is over the expenses, hey, we even have leftover cash of $72.12. Now at the end of this month, since we didn't use any credit cards to pay off anything, all our credit cards are paid off in full. So let's rewind back here. So my client had about $1,800 worth of debt on his credit cards. He had about $300 cash flow. Now, if we did the math, and let's pretend that it was 0 interest, it would take us about 5, close to 6 months to pay off those credit cards with $300 of cash flow. So since we use the velocity banking method of using our credit card to pay our expenses and putting the money onto the credit card and avoiding interest, we took in 4 months to pay off the $1,800 or $300 cash flow. This is pretty amazing here. So this is my client's first 4 months. After that, we will be tackling a plan to get rid of his loans that are $815 by using a line of credit. Now, if you have not seen the previous video, how to pay off a credit card using the velocity banking method and not paying any interest, go ahead and click on the link down below, because this is pretty much the method that we've pretty much used and applied it to real life, to a real person. And again, I am providing velocity banking coaching services. It will be on the link down below at my website, www.investinmyself253.com. You can go ahead and pick whatever coaching service that you do want to, or definitely just watch those videos and share with others if you're able to learn it. So I hope this video really did help you guys out, and I hope that you share this with everybody. Remember to subscribe and hit the like button if this did help you. And like always, we will be back with another velocity banking video, another Invest in Myself video. Hope you guys have a good week. Peace out.